My name's Jimmy.
What's up, you guys? Here's my review for Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Now, before I get to this review, I just want to say that I was super excited for this movie, one of my most anticipated movies of the year. And it's really because I was just excited for the sequel period, even before people started saying good things about it. And the fact that Captain America is one of my favorite Avengers. It's him and the Incredible Hulk are my favorites. So this movie, it takes place 2 years after the Battle of New York. And Cap is actually living in Washington, D.C. Yeah, so he's working for S.H.I.E.L.D. now. So he's got to have a new costume, which he does. Which actually, at first, I just disliked the costume because I thought there was nothing wrong with the Avengers costume, which is their excuse was people didn't like that costume, which I really think that's a straight up lie. But I grew to love this costume like I have in the past with comic book movie costumes. Now, this movie does kind of take away the stuff that people disliked about Captain America: The First Avenger, being that it had pacing problems and there was some montaging in it. And this movie, it just continues great with the acting, if not better, most likely better. You got Chris Evans reprising his role as none other than Captain America, still embodying the character. He is Captain America. You have Scarlett Johansson reprising her role as Black Widow. It's kind of cool to see more of her in the movie. And also you got Samuel L. Jackson being Nick Fury yet again, showing how badass Nick Fury can be. And you also had a surprise, at least to me, a surprise return, which was Colby Smulders reprising her role as Maria Hill, which it was like a total surprise for me. But I thought it was cool to kind of put her in there in some way. And then we have a new guy, uh, the Falcon, gets his debut in this movie, which he's played by Anthony Mackie. And I like really how they did with this character for the movie, because in the past, like, oh, he can fly. So can most of the Marvel Universe. But they gave him some badassery. They gave him some humor in there, and he kind of seems like a close friend to Cap, the way it feels like in this movie. Yeah, and I'm just looking forward to what they do in the future of this movie. Maybe we could see him in Avengers: Age of Ultron. Maybe that's asking too much, but I have to say he's probably one of my favorite characters that were introduced in this movie. And also, I just want to say, spoiler alert, in case you do not read comics. Um, you got Sebastian Stan reprising his role as Bucky Barnes, who is the Winter Soldier. I mean, it should be a spoiler. I've known about this for years, and back then I wasn't even reading comics. So, yeah, this movie had some really good outfit designs. I mean, Black Widow, she pretty much had the same thing from Avengers. I mean, just different hairstyle. Cap's costume, like I said, I just didn't like it at first, but I grew to love it. And I really like how they did the Winter Soldier. It's what I wanted in a Winter Soldier costume. I really did. It was so cool. And the Falcon's costume. Now, for a first appearance, I have nothing against it. I think it's pretty cool as it is. But they did say about having future plans on Falcon's costume. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with him and his costumes in the future. really do. And this movie did have some humor, sort of like how the Avengers was. There's like a joke between Cap and Falcon, and he's like left side. It's just I thought that was really cool. There were a couple others, but I just don't really want to tell you it in case you haven't watched the movie yourself. But overall, this was an amazing movie. If I could make up any word, I'd call it mega awesome. I call it mega awesome. I really do. Because this movie, it lives up to its hype. It really does. So I would have to give Captain America, the Winter Soldier, a perfect 5 out of 5. Reason being, it lives up to its hype. It's just an overall great movie. I would say I would put it right next to the Avengers. It's not better than the Avengers, but I would say it's somewhere within that. I really do, but that's it on my thoughts on the movie. Uh, if you plan on seeing the movie, stay for both after credit scenes. There's one after the small beginning credits, and then there's one after the long ones. You really want to see both of them. You really do. It's like your life depends on it. But that is it on my review on Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Be on the lookout later this month when I review The Amazing Spider-Man. And my name is Jimmy. Until next time, bye.